Welcome in, guys. It's time for another weekly recap. And this week we have some massive upsets, for me at the very least. So let's just get on into it with our number 10 slot. We have the Mikadono sisters. Dealing with the Mikadono sisters is a breeze, the full title. And there are some things I love about this show. And the character designs is probably the top of the list. Because you look at these three sisters, or these four characters, and I'm a big fan of I can't tell the male character, because looking at these four, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one's the guy. And spoiler, it's the one that looks the most attractive, which is a weird sentence to say about anime characters, but we all know where we are. I love the fact that these characters have such a weird take on everything. So it's like you have your three branches of what people can be good at, which are, we have one of us is the academic one, which is our youngest sister with the green hair. We have our athletic sister, who is our aggressive looking one with the orange hair. And then we have our artistic sister, which is the actor one up the top. And I do appreciate very much their connections. I really like the fact that our main dude is like, I'm going to wing them over cooking food for them. And that's great. But I especially love the turnaround at the end of, hey, I've been trying for an entire episode to get the oldest sister to eat my damn food, and it turns out she's just a picky bitch. And I love that so much. But let's move on to our number 9 slot for the week, which is Standout. This week we got to see the actual effects that the Mongolian deathworm has. Which, how did the Mongolian deathworm get to Japan? Is my first question for this show. It is meant to only be in like Central Asia. But here we have a Mongolian deathworm in some part of Japan. Doesn't really make sense to me. But I love the fact that the evil eye character can like negate its ability, which is the ability to make you want to kill yourself. Which, that's a fucked ability to give anything. I really appreciate the our evil eye possessed Gigi is just kicking a ball of energy like a soccer pro straight at Momo. And I really liked the Okarun just, no, that's my Momo. You don't fuck with my Miss ISA. And just kicking right back into the ball. That was fucking hype as shit. But yeah, this show just keeps on delivering. I can't wait to see how this creepy ass evil eye goes. And I'm guessing we're gonna have a huge fight with Okarun in the next episode. I love watching that. I love seeing a good Okarun just getting floored by somebody and then working out how to beat them. Like, it's typical, but hey, it's typical because it works. After that, we have Watari-kun. I'm not going to say the full name of this because I don't actually know what word is being censored in it. This is our Siscon show, which is, hey, he's not actually a Siscon. He's just so used to taking care of his sister. And this episode actually went into that. It was a, hey, we have kind of a codependent relationship. We should probably stop that. But we had our main man, Watari-kun, having to reorganize his shit so that he can not be kicked out of this house. And it all came down to, hey, some of the plants we've just planted are going to take a year to grow. So we should probably at least stick around until those plants are done growing. He also got Crook. And I love a quick hide moment in any show. But quick hide under the blankets at crotch level is... it might be a little bit much, even for me. After that, we have the Lord of Mysteries in our number 6 slot, which did not 6, 7, 7. I can't count today. I did not expect this to be so low. I thought this was going to be the #1 show. I thought this was going to be Hero X, which not even on the list this week. But I fucking love this show. There is something about it that's just like, it's unnerving and extreme at the same time, and it's a great combination. This week we got to watch as our Lord himself, name is escaping me right now, had to fight somebody that he's just been told is the local, basically the best diviner in the area. And hey, we're going to have to fight him because he's being told to get an item off of you, and to get it, he's going to give a magic mirror to one of your sister's friends while you're at the party. And that sister's friend, when she's going to perform a ritual, is going to absorb the magic mirror into her and become a monster. This show's confusing. Let's just get that out of the way. This show is confusing as fuck. But you watch it and like you can understand exactly what's going on. You just can never explain it to anyone else. And honestly, I don't mind that. Up in our number 6 slot, I think, is Secrets of the Silent Witch, our anxiety / autistic mage. And that's becoming more prevalent with the fact that, hey, she's obsessed with numbers. And she likes the fact that the prince has the golden ratio to him. But we actually got to see her interact with people and see how hard that is for her. Because, look, she learned how to use silent magic so she didn't have to talk in front of people. And now she's going to a high school. That's hard for anyone. That's harder still for this woman who didn't know how to do anything. Let's be real. She got taught in this episode how to do her hair in more than one style because she only knows how to do the one way. She doesn't even know how to do a ponytail, apparently, just a braid. But I love watching the growth of the character. Like, she was pissed off at herself because she couldn't even say thank you to anyone that helped her that day. And that's great to be able to watch. Yeah, this is one of those, very little can happen in it, and I'm still very, very okay with watching it. But you know what a lot of things happen in? Night of the Living Cat. I couldn't stop laughing through the show. There are some parts of it where everyone I've told them about it has been like, that's cringy as shit, and I loved it. Especially the fact that the zombie apocalypse is known as the Nyandemic, and people get coaxed into turning into zombies because they don't need to bite you. They just need to touch your skin, I think. It's a bit iffy whether it has to be skin-to-skin contact, but they show their bellies and their toe beans to you, and you just want to pat them, and then you become cat. And it's so weird. One of the main character has no memories from pre-working in this cat cafe, except he knows everything about cats. Like, the example they gave was, he knows what a Russian blue is. He doesn't know what Russia is. And it's absurd to the highest order, but I loved every second of it. And I've actually got the next episode queued up right now. After that, we have... Ooh, we skipped one there. We have Fermat no Ryori. And I love some cooking shit. I love some math shit. This is great. This week we got to see our main man. One day I will learn character names. One day, not today. Our main man got to prove himself in front of the dean of his school. Got reinstated because of Kai, because apparently I can remember his name. And we got introduced to this girl that's basically a prodigy in math. who is a shoo-in to win the Math Olympiad, or I think she actually got runner-up, but hey, and now we're going to have to cook for her in a new environment and we're not allowed to make Napolitano. Yeah. I like the relationships. I like the fact that the maid in this show, not maid, God, the front of house staff of this show doesn't remember anything outside of what she needs to know for the restaurant. So she completely forgot who this guy was because it's not necessary to know for the show, for the operation of the restaurant. I appreciate that. I appreciate that this guy can reverse engineer recipes and work out why you've done everything. And I appreciate that Kai just has 100% faith in him because he thinks he's going to be the best chef ever, apparently. Up in our number 3 slot, I cannot remember the name of this show. It's Dignity Something About Flowers. It is The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Thank God I had that up. This show is the one that we get to see the rough and tumble thug befriend the upper class girl. But this week, she waited outside of his school, which is a no-no. And I really think at the end of this show, she needs to slap at least one of the other girls at her school. Because I'm surprised none of the boys haven't done it yet. The way these women look, no, not women, the way these girls look down their noses at these high school guys that are just from the school next door. I hate hoity-toity, and I really hope it's her that's just like, no, you need to shut the fuck up. Because it would be a great, like, they're becoming more like each other thing. Like, hey, she's becoming slightly more thug-like, and she doesn't like you talking shit about her friends, so fuck off. Yeah. Instead, this week we got to see that. We got to see him going afterwards to a karaoke to just sing for hours and hours, comes back to the cafe late, and it's still open because she's sitting there waiting for him. This is the kind of high school that I fucking live for. I live for generic high school romance. It's the fucking bee's knees. You know what else is the bee's fucking knees? My dress up, darling. This week we got to have a 3-parter episode because, hey, we're going that way. The first part being the follow-up from last episode where, hey, why aren't they dating? Which, genuinely, at this point, why aren't they dating? We got to see our... not Taylor, Seamster. I don't know if that's the right word, but hey, you know what I mean. Yet, he tried to defend her honor because he thought he saw a couple of guys hitting on her. And instead, they were her... the one he thought was hitting on her was her hairstylist, who was just pissed off at her for getting so many dead ends. And told her, hey, you've also got no pants on because you're just wearing tights. If you don't take care of yourself, you're going to be sick, and you can't do that if you're a model. Which, inevitably, she got sick. The second part was she got sick. So he ditched out of school early to make her some lunch because all the food, she didn't have any food, actually. And she was burning up in bed. So he took care of her and made her food. And then when she was feeling better in the afternoon, her friends rocked up just as he was about to leave. So he went and hid on the balcony and he got sick. And I love it. We also got to see another, hey, that's a boy? Because they met another cosplayer who was a very pretty lady. But it was a dude who likes cosplaying very pretty ladies. And I love the fact that the title was You Can Equip Boobs. Because one of the photos he had from a previous shoot was him playing a very chessy character. I do kind of wish they'd save that title for the next episode, because while it was revealed that he does that, it didn't actually have... The next episode is them going to check out boobs, which I love the fact that the seamster was like very nervous about it, And our cosplay is just like, let's go check out boobs. Which, yeah, let's go check out boobs. And last but not least, you love it. You love to see it. We got Gachiakuta. This show, I've just noticed this guy up the very top. That is 100% Bakugo on the right. We got to see both these, the main guy and a new guy named Engine, absolutely wreck house on some of these trash demon things. And on top of it, we got to see how the people down below react to the people up top, who they call the Spherins. And it's great to see, because like, I'm pretty sure this place has to keep moving, otherwise the people from down below would just climb their way up and just kill them. Because the air down here is poison, the food down here, the land down here is poison, and occasionally the trash just manifests into killer monsters, which is fucked. But these people, knowing that this guy is a Spherin, not knowing that he's not one of the people that's throwing this trash over, decide, hey, we're going to kidnap this asshole and sell him, because, hey, people hate you so much, your body parts are worth money because people want to cut them off of you. Which, so fucked. That is so many kinds of dystopian future. But, hey, this has been a great week for anime. We had nothing in our... Last week we had a 7.9 get through to the top 10. This week, nothing below an 8.2. But yeah, let me know down below what your favorite anime has been so far this season, and I will see you all next week.